won't faint now. No stopping, it's my turn now. The word of God declares in the book of Mark.
Hi guys, it's your favorite single lady and welcome to Cooking with Chef Chris. Today I'm cooking a roasted herb lamb chop. Yeah, a roasted herb lamb chop. Can't wait for y'all to see this and how it's going to be put together. It's amazing. So I hope y'all follow along with me, and if y'all cooking with me, let's get into it. So I have my lamb chop here that I've already cleaned and I've already trimmed it. So we're just ready to go now. So let me show you my herbs and everything I got that's gonna be used on this. I have some breadcrumbs, and these are panko breadcrumbs. The girl didn't feel like making no fresh breadcrumbs today, so I went and bought some panko. But same thing. What's the difference? Tomato. Of course, I got my salt and pepper. I have a little Dijon mustard. And that's just to go on this. So what I'm going to do is, before I get started, I'm going to add a little oil to it, because I like to add the oil so my salt and pepper will stick to it and my herbs will stick. And what you have to remember is, when you're cooking this, you got to, cook it at a good temperature. I say between 130, 135. I like mine between like a medium rare, medium. I don't like medium well and the well, because this is just like a delicate piece of meat. This is like the filet mignon of lamb. So you don't want to cook this too long, because you don't want it to be tough, dry, and a waste of meat. So I'm going to add me some salt and pepper. And of course, you got to remember to season both sides. Even though it's the bone on the side, but hey, if you like me, the country girl, I like to suck on the bones and get the juice out of the bones too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So we're going to rub it just a little bit, and then I have my fresh herbs. And of course, we don't use dry herbs on this show, because ain't nothing dry about this show. We use fresh herbs at all time. I have some thyme and some rosemary. Okay. Just put a good bit on here. And while I'm doing that, let me get my pan over here going, heating up. And as y'all see, I brought out the cast iron. Yeah, ain't nothing like the cast iron. I kind of name all my pans and stuff. So this Riley right here, because Riley is a powerful brand right there. Okay, so while we got Riley going, heating up, we're going to get back over here to seasoning up our lamb chop. So I'm using avocado oil because it doesn't have such a strong taste as the olive oil does. So it's kind of smooth, if you know what I mean. So add a little bit more seasoning. Get it all in here. So when my pan heats up, I'm gonna add a little oil to it. And y'all, we might get a little smoky in here, but hey, it's okay. So our oil is ready, set. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, because I don't want the herbs and everything to burn. I want to be like good. I want to put a good sear on this meat. So I'm gonna put it in just like this. Oh, y'all hear that? Okay, so while that's going, I'm gonna start doing my breadcrumbs. So with the breadcrumbs, you want to add a little oil to them, because you don't want them to be dry, because if they're dry, they're gonna burn. So, and these are panko breadcrumbs, and with panko breadcrumbs, they are very dry. It's not like fresh breadcrumbs, so you got to add a little extra oil to them. So, yeah. And I'm going to season my breadcrumbs also. Yeah, that's enough oil right there. So I'm going to add some salt. And y'all know me, I'm a little heavy-handed on the salt, so. And a little pepper. I'm probably going to add some more salt because this breadcrumbs and they kind of dry, so. And then I'm going to smooth it back out because I'm going to sit my rack of lamb on here. And, you know, so I can get a good bit. So let's check this rack of lambs right here. Oh yeah, that's a perfect sear. So we're going to turn it over now. Y'all see it? Good, don't it? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it down a little bit because I don't want it to burn, but I want it to cook a little bit more also. Yeah. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna use the same cutting board because even though it's bloody and everything, the meat is not done, so it's okay to put it back on here and do the finished product. What I have to do before I put it back in the oven, put it in the oven. Yeah. So because I want to sear all the sides, I'm just gonna hold it up like that and get the sides also. Y'all, it's gonna be good. It look good already, so just wait till you taste it. Okay, so we're just gonna turn it over and get the other side. And because I see this side isn't seared, I'm gonna hold it up and hold that side so it can sear also. It smells so good. You can smell all those fresh herbs and everything. It smells amazing. Okay. So, gonna go right here on this side. Let's see if it'll stand up by itself. Oh, you gonna do it? Nope. Yes, it did. Look at it. All right, now, so we're gonna let that stand by itself and do what it do over here. So yeah, this lamb chop, y'all, lamb chop is the best. The first time I ever had lamb chop, I didn't too much like it because it was very gamey, and I was like, you know, I don't like that. It reminded me of deer because deer can be gamey also. But I had a chef at the Crown Plaza, Chef John. He actually taught me how to do it. He taught me how to do the trim it up and everything. And I grilled it one time with him, and it tastes good. But then Jan, my chef, my sister, she actually showed me how to put all the herbs on it and season it, everything, and it tastes so good. So now lamb chop is my favorite. I don't discriminate against lamb chop anymore. At first I did, but now no. So it's very good. You just have to, like, normally what I do is before I get to this process, I marinate it in my herbs and salt and pepper and everything for like 2 days. I like to marinate mine for 2 days so that flavor can soak in. But today I didn't. But, you know, it's still going to taste good. Don't worry about it. So we got it ready. Look at that, y'all. And I did use my hands. It's okay. Don't worry about it. So we're done with this. So we're going to turn this off. And we're going to push Riley back over here to the side. So now, what I do, I have some Dijon mustard. And with the Dijon mustard, I add the Dijon mustard to it because it will make the breadcrumbs stick better. But if you don't want to use Dijon mustard, you can use the egg wash. Some people don't like mustard. I like mustard, so. and it gives it a different flavor. It's very good with this Dijon mustard. So if you want to, you can use an egg wash instead of this, and it'll still make the breadcrumbs whole. So we're just gonna lather it with the breadcrumbs. Not the breadcrumbs, I'm sorry, with the Dijon mustard. Okay. And you don't have to use a lot. You could just, barely put it on there. But I like the taste. The taste is great with the Dijon mustard. So, I'm putting a lot. Y'all know I'm extra. Okay. And I also, like I said, I also flavor the bones because I like to chew on the bones at the end. Yes, again, I'm a country girl and I like to chew on the bones. So, just lather it up with the mustard. So that's that part of the process. We're going to push this over and we're going to bring the breadcrumbs. And what we're going to do is, we're just going to lay that rack of lambs in the breadcrumbs just like that. I'm going to push it down a little bit in there to make sure that, it sticks. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my hands and I'm just going to spread the breadcrumbs all over it. They look good. The breadcrumbs are so not dry. That's the good thing about it. They look so shiny and good. Okay. Y'all see how the Dijon mustard is holding it together? Okay. So I'm going to shake the excess breadcrumbs off. And then I'm going to dip it again. And then right in here where it's a little piece. And then look at that. Look at that, y'all. Tell me that don't look good. And just put it right here on my baking sheet. And put my extra breadcrumbs to the side. Okay, let me tell you. You can save your breadcrumbs, but you don't want to save them too long. And because raw meat has been in it. Blood has been in it. But if you're going to use it in the next 2 days, that's fine. You can save it. So you can do that. But don't save it for a long time, because that ain't good. But yeah. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put it in the oven. And you can cook it to the temperature that you desire, but my desired temperature is 130 to 135. That's between, a medium well. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to make my potatoes. So what we're doing is we're doing a saffron mashed potato. So I have my potatoes that I already cooked. And I'm going to send them, I'm going to put like a sifter or whatever, but it's actually not a sifter, but it's okay. And what it's going to do is going to make it, they're going to be fine. And I like to use my hands. Some people use the spatula, the rubber tip spatula, but hey, I like using my hands when I cook. Hey, what better instrument that you have to cook with than your hands? And it's going to get all the lumps and the clumps out when you do it like this. And it's going to be very, very smooth. Like I say, y'all, I have all kind of techniques of how I cook. And you want your potatoes to be hot and, so they'll go straight through and won't take as long. You can do more than one at a time. I'm just doing one at a time, but it's okay. That's my oven. It's at 375. Okay. Y'all see how they're coming out all... Ooh, that's going to be good. Can't wait. So I know y'all wondering, like, why is this girl in the kitchen cooking with this hot sweatshirt on? But y'all know how I do on my show. I like to promote and I like to you know, use my platform to help other people. So this sweatshirt is from the best bishop on this side of heaven, Bishop Marlon S. Thomas. She is the founder of Lifeline Family Worship Center in Fayetteville, Georgia. So this is her Journey to You sweatshirt. She has t-shirts, she has everything. And the Journey to You class, she has a class also. She's a great mentor. So, y'all look her up now. But, it's helping you find you and who God has created you to be. So, y'all go check her out and, look it up and see how you like it for yourself. I can say I love it. All right, so get my potatoes here, mashing them up. And also, let me say, y'all can all find me on my social media outlet, Facebook, Instagram. Facebook is Chef Chris, and Instagram is Savory Keys by Chef Chris. Y'all can follow me, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Cooking with Chef Chris. And if you're watching this, you already are subscribers. But what you can do is, tell your friends, tell your family. But yeah, so just mashing them up. And I think I got enough right here to start with. So gonna put this over to the side. I have some hot cream and saffron over here ready for me to bring over, and we're gonna put it on our potatoes. And saffron is a great spice. Gives great color, great flavor. And make sure you don't overwork your potatoes, because you don't want your potatoes to be stiff. No, so just be careful with how you work your potatoes. So we're gonna pour in a little. Look at that bright yellow color. I might have put too much saffron in there, but it's okay. Okay. Add a little bit more. And see, the thing about it is, if I do add too much liquid, it's okay, because I still have some extra potatoes over there. Okay. I bet y'all like, man, look at them yellow potatoes. I know. Only me. All right, so you want to make sure you season and you taste your potatoes. You don't want them to be bland. You got to make sure you season them. So I'm going to add, of course, my salt. And some pepper. A lot of people don't like to use pepper in their potatoes because they say it leaves a black speck, so they use white potatoes. But hey, I think it's cute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna taste my potatoes. They need a little bit more of everything. Okay, add some more cream. And I'm folding so I won't overwork. And of course, I gotta add some more salt. And I'm gonna do a little bit more black pepper. Okay, now I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna taste it again. That's perfect. So what I'm gonna do now is, I got my piping bag right here. I'm gonna add it to my piping bag. because we're gonna pipe it on the plate. And always remember, you want to prime your piping bag before you start, because you don't want that air. Yeah, just like that. So you want to go ahead and get it started before you put it on your plate, because you're going to have that air pocket in there. So I'm going to add it some more back in here. Okay. So that's that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a towel and I'm going to cover it to keep it warm until we're ready to use it. And sit it right back over here. All right, y'all. So now with that being done, we're going to start on our sauce. I'm going to get my sauce ready. And I'm actually going to use the same pan that I did my lamb chop in, because I want to use the seasons, the flavoring. I want to use everything from the lamb chop to make my sauces. Okay, so we're just going to heat it back up. And I have some some beef stock right here. I didn't feel like making none from scratch, so I just went and bought some, but it's okay. Tomato, same thing. It's giving me the same. Oh, I can't open it. Okay, so guess what's about to happen? I'm about to use my Old Faithful right here and cut it open. All right, see. Thank you. And we're just gonna let it cook down, reduce down. Get a little flavoring going. We're getting all of that leftover from the lamb chop. I'm gonna turn it down some because we don't want to burn it. And I'm gonna add a little water to it. See, once you add a little water, you're going to need a little bit more water because it's thickening up already. So I don't want it to thicken just yet on me. I want it to cook a little bit. So add a little bit more water. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some beef base for flavoring. But I'm going to taste this first to see if I need the beef base, because I'm not quite for sure. You know what? Actually, I don't. It's already got enough season to it. And I'm going to add a little bit more water because this stuff is salty. Talking about high blood pressure. This right here is way good. Man. But I'm going to turn it up just a little bit more. And while that's cooking, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to check the lamb chop and see how it's doing. Oh yeah. That's coming along great, y'all. Can't wait for y'all to see it. So see, I got it going to a good boil. So what I'm going to do is turn it down and let it simmer so it can thicken up. Okay. So while this is working, oh, look like my pilot came back up. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna slide it over while it's working and let it sit and just thicken up for me. And I'm gonna pull out this lamb chop. I'm gonna pull this lamb chop out. Y'all don't look good? Look at that, look at that. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna let it rest for like 10 minutes before we cut it. And so while we're doing that, I'm just gonna go ahead and get the potato, not the potatoes, but the vegetables ready. All right. I got a lot of stuff in the lab, y'all. A lot of toys. These are my toys. I call all this my toys. I like to play, as y'all can see. Okay. So while that's getting heated up, I'm gonna add a little butter to it. And what I did, I already cooked my vegetables. I blanched them because I'm gonna finish them off right here in the pan. Add a little butter. You don't want to overcook your butter, so don't have it up too high because you don't want brown butter. You don't want your vegetables to be brown. So I'm gonna turn it down some. As you can see, it's ready. Let me check mine. Okay. Now I'm gonna get my vegetables. Like I said, I had already prepared these, so it's not gonna take them long to get ready. But you still want to add a little seasoning to them because I added just some salt to it. Actually, I steamed these. I didn't blanch them. I didn't put them in water. I steamed them. And so we're just gonna add in the carrots. These are the baby carrots. And let them heat up. Turn up my heat just a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to add in my asparagus. Did I lose one? Oh, I thought I had lost one. Okay. Turn down the heat a little bit on them. Just really just let them sit here. Let's add a little season to them. Okay. And so what I'm gonna do now is, since my sauce is ready, I'm gonna turn it up, and I'm just gonna make a slurry. I call it a slurry because it thickens up the sauce. Okay, here we go. I have some starch, some cornstarch. And add a little water. And I just mix it around with my finger. And I need a little bit more cornstarch. Okay, here we go. See how that thickened up, but I put a little bit too much in there, so it thickened up too much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little water to loosen it up. And so that's ready, and I'm just going to turn that off. Okay. So my sauce is ready. My vegetables ready. I'm going to turn those off. So now what we're going to do is we're going to clean up our area, and then we're going to start our plate up. Okay, so now that we've cleaned up and everything, it's time to plate up. So I'm going to take my potatoes that I got over here resting, and I'm just going to do, let me slide it down. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm just going to do 3 circles, 3 mounds. Y'all don't say nothing because I'm not like the perfect person with this piping bag. You know, I don't claim to be a baker and all that know how to design the cakes and everything, but I do my best. Okay. It's okay. It ain't bad. Probably could be a little higher to do what I needed to do, but hey, we're going to go with what we got. I'm going to add some more to that baby one like that because that's a little small. All right. That's better. All of them should have been like that. So now I'm going to work with this one. See, that's why I don't do the baking, because if y'all can see, you know, I don't have that skill. God didn't bless me with that one. All right, so we're going to take our vegetables, and we're just going to place them along the sides of potatoes. Real cute. It's real simple and easy to do a plate up. It's very simple and cute. Okay, just simple, just like that. Just, hey. It's coming out already. Look at how cute it is already, y'all. Your girl doing a thing over here. Okay. All right. Then we're going to get this one. And we're going to do this a little different because it's by itself. You always got to have that one that don't want to act right. All right, so there we go with that. Okay, you can push this out the way because we're doing this. I'm just going to bring my sauce down. My food just got in there. And that pan is hot. So let me get something before I burn myself. We're just going to add the little sauce right here. And it could have been a little thicker, but it's okay. Fancy, huh? All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm about to... Oh, I forgot that one. See y'all. Forgive me. And you always want to make sure that you clean your plate. You never want to send a dirty plate out. You always want to make sure. Presentation is everything. Okay. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Just, you know, go in and clean it up a little bit around the edges. So what we're going to do now, we're going to cut our lamb chop. I'm going to cut it. See what temperature we got going on here. Oh, that's nice. Here we go, y'all. I always get to this bone and have a hard time. See, this is perfect. Look at that. This is a medium well right here. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna, and I hope it sit up. Yay, look at that. And it's set up. Okay. I'm just gonna go down this bone again. Find my rightful place in there. Come on, sit up. If it doesn't sit up, you just have to find your groove so you can make it sort of sit. That's all. It can be a little stubborn at times. That looks so good. That is so pretty, guys. Look at that. All right. And then what you want to do is, oh, the blood come out. I got some fresh green onions, and just garnish it with your onions. And then what I like to do, I'm going to turn it so you can see it. And I also see where I have a little blood on there. So I'm just going to take my towel and just, for presentation, and which is going to have some anyway because of the temperature that it is. It's not well done. But, and then I'm going to take, and I'm going to get a little bit more sauce to add on top of the lamb chop. Look at that, y'all. That looks good. I think I'm going to add some on the potatoes, too. Okay. And again, as you can see, I got a little drizzle right here, so you got to wipe it up. You can't leave your plate like that. And that is the finished product. So now it's time for the tasting. And so with that part, as y'all know, I always bring someone along with me to help to taste, to tell me what they think and how they like it. So today I'm bringing along my sister from another mister. My baby sister, she aggravates me. She just, You know how you have that thorn in your side? That's my little sister. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring my little sister Tiffany onto the stage, to the show. She's coming into the lab for the first time, and she's going to try the lamb chop. This is my sister, y'all. So,
very nice.
So I have a roasted herb lamb chop with some carrots, baby carrots, and asparagus with the saffron potatoes.
Oh, wow.
So try it and tell me what you think.
Let's see. Of course, you know I will. You have a knife?
You'll pick it up with your hand. It's the lab.
Okay.
Yeah, this is how we do it.
What y'all? You milk in them, bro.
Do you taste the Dijon?
Sister. Yeah, I love her. The weight of my heart is my stomach. Think
Say
like
what?
a man.
What?
The weight of my heart is my stomach. Think like a man.
The weight of her heart is through her stomach. Think like a man. And y'all know for real, that's the only time she come to my house is when she's eating.
And the breadcrumbs are good. The breadcrumbs off the lamb is awesome. It's making it crunchy. And you got some mashed potatoes and the asparagus is crunchy. I like it. I like it, you guys.
Yeah, so y'all gotta try it at home. Like I said, this is with that Dijon mustard. It brings out a different flavor. I was blown when I tried it because I was like, yeah, I don't know. But when I tried it, it was amazing. So y'all go ahead, y'all like, share, subscribe, and y'all follow along with me. And if you have any comments, you know, if you have any questions about this, just let me know, you know, and I'll definitely help you the best I can. Because, you know, I love what I do. But this is a great meal. And listen, again, about this piping bag. Don't worry if you can't get the piping bag part right. Just get you an ice cream scoop and scoop it up there. And that's what I should have did instead of trying to be all fancy like a little baker and decorating a cake and trying to use this piping bag. But it's okay. It turned out nice. But like I said, if you can't do it that way, just get your little ice cream scoop and scoop it up and call it a day. Thank you all for tuning in to Cooking with Chef Chris. Thanks to my sister Tiffany for coming on, giving us her opinion on the tasting. And don't think just because she's my sister that she gonna say it's good. This little greedy girl gonna tell you the truth. But thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Cooking with Chef Chris.